Hi guys, Tony from BikeReview.com.au. Just want to show you around my Yamaha 1981 RD350LC. I've done a little bit of work on it, as you can see. Originally it was white with the blue stripes. I've just rebuilt the engine. I've had the barrels ported, head skimmed. Got new DNA high flow air filters. I've got a larger alloy radiator. Got the automatically vented discs. I've had those headlight brackets made out of aluminium. It's got health braided lines. As you can see, there's been a bit of detailing work done to it. I've had those stainless steel side cover plates made. A fair bit of polishing work going on. And obviously the Kenny Roberts paint job. I've got Renfrew aluminium handlebars off a trials bike. It's got the K2 Tech expansion chambers, which I've just recently painted black. And that's about it. I've just been tuning the bike, I've just been rejetting it. So that's been a bit of a long process. I think I've probably gone through about 10 to 12 spark plugs doing it. But she's ticking over perfect now. As you can see. Okay, just got some new DNA filters for my RD350. I'm just going to do a plug chop, see if we can finally get this jetting sorted out. I'm actually running 410 jets in it at the moment, and it feels actually pretty good, but I couldn't get a consistent reading on the plugs with the some cheap eBay foam filters that I had in. So I got my friend Mick Withers from Kenmar to send me these quality DNA filters, and they don't crush on throttle, so hopefully they'll give a better reading. So I've got the bike up to temperature. I'll take the old plug out and put a new one in. You should actually do the two of them at once, but just for economy, since I'm a bit of a tight ass, I'm just doing one at the moment. I know I've already set the carbs up, both carbs are both synced, which is always something you should do before you start doing any sort of jetting. So what we just need to do is put a new plug in, we'll run it full open throttle for about 20 seconds or so, then we'll cut the ignition, pull the clutch in, roll to a halt, then we'll pull the plug out, then we'll take it back, chop it up and just have a look see how it looks. So we'll give it a go. Okay, so as you can see, it wasn't accelerating flat out, but the throttle was fully wide open. It's a bit of an expensive process because you're costing about $6 for every spark plug, so you want to try and get it reasonably close on your first attempt. But like I said before, if you've got some cheap air filters, you're not getting consistent results. As I was talking to Dyno Dave from Sydney Dyno, and so if you look at, I don't know if you can see that, you probably can't see that plug from there, but I mean, obviously there's no mark on there. What we've got to do, we've got to chop the actual thread off so you can see the ring mark, so we get a better idea of the jetting. But like I was saying, I was talking to Dave from Sydney Dyno, and he was telling me about those cheap eBay filters. You can't tell obviously when you're on the bike, but he said when you're on the dyno and you're standing next to the dyno and the bike's on a full run, he said you can see those foam filters sucking in and compressing. So obviously as it's accelerating and it's compressing, you're not getting a consistent fuel. It's just going to go, more than it compresses, it's going to run richer, and when you ease off the throttle, it's going to be running leaner. So with these quality DNA filters, the idea is to be more consistent and get a proper jetting mixture which is consistent across the rev range. So that is what we'll do. We'll take that spark plug back home, we'll chop it up, and we'll see what we go from there. Okay, let's see how this plug looks. Chop the end threads off, have a look. Okay, let's have a look at the plug. Hopefully we'll get it off. Still looks a bit still looks too lean, that to me. Just looking at that bottom line there, although it wasn't a very good run. Probably picked the wrong spot to do that. I might actually do that again. Just put 480 jets in, up 2 from 460. So we'll swap these plugs over, take it for a run, and then we'll chop the plug when we get back and have a look, see how it's running. Okay, so I don't go too fast, I'm going to be trailing the back brake a little bit while I'm holding on full throttle, just to keep the speed down. As long as you've got the throttle pinned, it should be fine. So we'll give it a go. Okay, that's the ignition cut. Pulled the clutch in. Now we'll pull this spark plug out. Put the old one back in. Pretty easy to do this, to be honest, especially when you've got easy access to the plug like this. Okay, so here's the result of the plug chops I've been doing. On the right hand side there, that's with a 370 jet in, and it's really hard to see on the video the actual colour of these, but the one on the right hand side there with the 370 jet, it's a little bit grey. The one on the middle with the 400 jet is pretty much perfect, maybe slightly rich, but you'd obviously rather run slightly rich than too lean, so you don't damage your engine. And the one on the far left, that is where I started off. That is where the biggest jet I had, which is a 500, and that is way too rich. You can see how black it is at the bottom, how dark it is, and that line at the bottom of the porcelain, it's sort of running all the way up to the top of the porcelain after the plug chop, so that's way too rich. But around 400, you could go slightly less, maybe a 380 or 390 would be fine in that, but that's pretty good. I think I will go back to probably a 400 and leave the jet in there. Perfect. I'll start her up for you so you can hear it run. As you can see, it sounds pretty good. Jetting is just about perfect now. Engine's nice and crisp. Couldn't be happier really. So that's about it. That's about the bike already all finished. Just have to enjoy riding it now, which is not really a problem. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you like the video, and you can see plenty more on there. Thanks a lot. See you later.